All right, Ringo. You ready to go? Morgan didn't put sunscreen on. We're an hour, or a mile and a half in. We got to walk an extra mile because the parking at the main trailhead was full, and then the other close trailhead was full, and then the other spot was full. So it's kind of lame.
They apologized.
Yeah, the ranger lady was nice. But yeah, now we're on our way. We just made it to the top of the pass. It's 12,550 feet according to the sign, and actually my watch says the same thing. We went up 2,184 feet, and we're about halfway there. Looking forward to going back up that. We gotta go through this and then a little bit to the left. We got, I think it's about like 9.6 miles or something from where we ended up parking. So, not too much farther, like 2 more miles. And we're taking our first like actual real break, which is nice.
It was so good.
This is Lone Eagle right in front of us. So my original plan, because we couldn't get a permit to camp at Crater Lake, so my original plan was, if you look at the map, you can get pretty close to the area that you're not allowed to camp in, and I thought that we'd be able to camp just outside of it. Go, buddy. But turns out that their little circle that they drew is rather good, and you can't really get outside of it without being on the side of a mountain, which is not conducive to a tent. So we're walking back. So we made it to a pretty sweet spot. Morgan found it. Good job, Morgan. It's like a nice grassy area. There was like literally nothing else besides here. See down here? Yeah. You get Lone Eagle peeking right through. So it's 5:19. Still quite dark out here. We have decided to fix our problem from last time and get an early start as opposed to like 7 o'clock when we left for Warbonnet. So hopefully now we'll only get back at 10:30 instead of midnight. Good stuff.
It was 11:30. Are you recording this?
Yeah.
You have all the cans.
Breakfast time. It's 4 to 6. We actually got moving pretty early. The sun is not quite up yet. We have about a mile, I think, to the start of the climb. Ringo's back at camp, and he's actually being quiet this time, which is good. Hopefully he just chills all day. He has lots of water and food, so he should be good. You ready, Morgan?
I'm ready.
I asked Morgan last night what her chances of us summiting today were, and she gave between 40 and 50%. I give it like 95.
Hey, you did it 50.
Yeah, I said 60. This is the lake that we hope to come back to tonight if we have time to take pictures. Morgan says we'll have time. Getting closer. This thing is huge. I feel like this is substantially taller than Warbonnet. And the climb begins. You can barely see the peak just poking out of the top there. So this is Crater Lake. we could have camped pretty close to here. And there's actually a guy camping way over there, which I don't think is legit. But I think the other lake is going to be better for photos because this is kind of too close to the peak, while the other one was an amazing view. I'm pretty sure we just got to where we start, and now that we can see over in this valley, we totally could have camped there yesterday and made this hike in a lot shorter instead of camping like way over there in the valley. All right,
Oh, we're good.
starting to do real pitch number 1, 10,700 feet.
Why are there no jugs? No, you did not. Turn it back off. Really?
What?
Can you turn it off?
It is off. It's like top pitch 1, and now pitch 2. It's like pitch 2 through 4 is like this gully thing, and I'm pretty sure we're just gonna walk up it. Looks chill.
It does look chill. Never mind. I'm gonna just go up this.
Sun's almost on us.
It is. I think it's just a...
Huh? Let's just go up this side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're up this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go.
Oh, okay.
I want you to tell me that there's a big ledge up there.
Yeah, this isn't bad up here.
No.
Ow! Stupid pokey bush.
I think we'll be back to camp by 4.
4 o'clock?
4 o'clock. I'm going 4 o'clock. Back
6
to camp.
hours from now?
It's actually 8 hours. It's 8 o'clock.
Oh yeah, I was doing regular decimal math. 8 hours? I think that's probably fair. I'm gonna say 5.
You're saying 5? Okay.
Maybe 10. The down climb's gonna be a while. Or sorry, maybe 6. Making it
Oh,
10
okay.
hours. 10 hours.
Yeah, I don't know how bad the down climb's gonna be. But if it's like this, it won't be that bad.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
we'll find out. Only way to go up is stop slacking here though. Brake's done. Super cool. The lights like streaking through, all hazy. Got the God rays, and we're about to get hit with sunlight. Oh, you can see like right above us is sunlight. Like just look up.
Yeah, I know.
Hooked on phonics.
That way?
So this is the top of pitch 4.
Yes.
All right, pitch 4 took us 26 minutes. We're at 1 hour 50 total right now. What did I say the top of this peak was? 1,200?
Yeah.
Or 12,000?
Around there.
So we're at 11. We've gone up 700 feet. Got to go to about 1,000 more. It's going pretty smoothly though. Snack time.
I think it's up this. Or you
It's
want to
up
go up
this.
higher?
To the right.
Yeah. 4, 6, 8, 10. And up. It's locked.
All right. So we just did what would be the 5th pitch, and I'm blowing Morgan up. But we came up this, or I came up this side here. That was rather gross, and it was supposed to be a 5-3 pitch. It only wasn't. It was a lot harder than 5-3. And I'm pretty sure it was this grassy stuff is what we were supposed to come up, which looked a lot easier. But I was originally planning to go up this chimney. I don't know if that's still a thing. I feel like these flakes will be easier. I don't know. I gotta look at the map and stuff and see if we're getting off route. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came up from over there.
Oh, did you?
And then I looked over here and I'm like, dude, I don't know how to get up this chimney thing. And I look over here, I'm like, oh, well, that's where we were supposed to go.
Yeah.
And I think the chimney is this. So I was gonna ask you to go look at it while you're still roped in.
Lemon.
Oh, this is weird.
I was just super pissed the whole time.
Because I don't think it's that long.
I don't think so either. I'm guessing it's just above this.
I don't want to fall on you.
Don't pull so hard. This is really awkward to play.
Could have killed me.
No, I couldn't.
We are doing pitch 6, I believe it is, in the mountain project. I think it's 6 and 7. It's like class 5-4 scrambles. But someone with the drone is flying over us. It's kind of funny. They must be camped down, hovering around the peak. Another pitch, kind of done. Well, I got it to Morgan. But we're going up to this gully. I'm just waiting for Morgan to break down the anchor, and we're just gonna walk this part because there's gonna be a lot of rope drag if we stayed with her belaying down there. How, like, what? He's coming to say hi to us. He's really curious. See his little teeth? Oh, he's coming all the way up here. That's so really funny. He came from like all the way over there.
All to see what we're doing.
Yeah. I've never seen a marmot so friendly. I bet people feed him.
He's so cool.
People must feed him, right? He's like...
They have to.
I want to pet him. Morgan, he's like right next to me. Morgan has a fan. Okay. Woo! Top of the what? Was it 6 or 7?
You have 3 more. So 8.
This is 7 then. No, 8.
Yeah. Going better than Warblet, at least. We still are a little unsure of where we're going, but we at least know we're en route. We found some bail gear. That felt nice.
Yeah. I don't even know if it was bail gear, probably. Otherwise, you would have cleaned it, I guess.
They would
But
clean it.
we got like some class 3-4 stuff that we gotta scramble up to find the crux, which is 150 feet crack, 5-7, 5-7. Woo! Should be
Justin's
fun.
pitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna make Morgan lead it because I'm gonna get really tired all of a sudden. I just ate the caffeinated energy blocks, or regular energy blocks, and then a Cliff Bar.
Seriously?
So hopefully they'll give me some energy. I'm pretty tired. But we can go say hi to Ringo, who's like way down there or something.
We haven't heard him bark.
Yeah, he hasn't barked at all today as far as we could tell. But this view's amazing. Look at the lakes. If all goes according to plan and the weather kind of clears up, that lake is where we'll be taking photos. But the clouds are kind of chilling, which would be lame for stars, so I'm hoping to clear up.
Hopefully it does. but it might not be the worst thing if it doesn't. Cause
wow.
well, I know we have to hike in another.
This whole trip was planned for the meteor shower.
No, the whole trip was planned so that we could climb our first mountain.
No, it was I want to find a lake to take photos for the meteor shower, and then Morgan was like, "Oh, we could go here," and I was like, "Oh, that seems really cool. We could also climb it." And then it was like, "Oh, okay, we'll do a climbing thing too." But it was for photos. Morgan's gonna climb the last pitch for her.
My last pitch.
Class 3-4 scrambly scram. But she's nervous.
I am nervous.
Because
we're really high up.
Because we're only like 11,545 feet, but about 1,400 feet from the lake.
Yeah, this is quite a bit. I mean,
yeah, could be farther.
Well, we are.
Hard. I don't know. Could be 5.7. It's just trad. Oh, I found a piton. Hey, another piton. I introduced a lot of rope drag by clipping into one of the pitons. Huh? I got a lot of rope drag. Oh, I'm gonna down climb. Yeah. Yeah. You want to just lower me to it? All right, take. I think you're on me. All right, lower. Because otherwise it's gonna be a nightmare to do the rest of this. A little bit more. All right. Actually, no, you gotta go a little more. All right, stop. Can you give me a little slack? Slack? All right, climbing. All right, I'm basically where I was. man, on top of the crux pitch. It was 150 feet of 5.7 crack climbing at the end of the day, and I am beat. My arms are cramping really hard. There's a ton of rope drag at the end of the pitch, so pulling up the slack so that Morgan can now climb it was a nightmare. Both my arms were cramping. I think I need to drink more water because there's quite a bit of salt, I think, in those little gummy things, so that's probably not it. Probably just dehydrated. Hey Morgan, want to tell me about your crux pitch?
It was so much harder with the backpack.
I hauled you up here.
And some of those nuts were really hard to get out.
Yeah, but they're pretty bomber.
They were bomber.
I didn't want to die.
But they got kind of hard, and those pitons are a little sketchy.
Oh yeah. The first one, the ring was cut, so I was like, this is not gonna hold. And then I was like, well, better than nothing.
Yeah.
And then the second one was okay, but I only put a carabiner in. I didn't put a sling, so the rope drag got really bad. Because I was trying to save on slings because I knew this was going to be a really long pitch, and if I just used the carabiner, then I could just use the carabiner off a cam.
Mm-hmm.
But then I put that cam in, which made it zigzag really hard, and then it got really high rope drag. So then you had to lower me in, so I could.
I'm just really happy this was the right crack. I wasn't 100% sure when we started it because it didn't really match the description the way we came to it.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. How we had to go down a little bit.
Really happy, yeah. It said that we had to like go down. And
I don't
then
think.
Go back
I think what happened maybe was, you know that part that you went up where all that gear was, and then you belayed from there. I don't think you were supposed to do that. I think you were supposed to go out and around that.
I think so.
And that's what made it weird. Oh, I got a blister on my thumb.
Oh no.
From pulling the rope up because it was so hard to do it.
Yeah,
so
it was
I need to get the tape out of the bag.
Okay.
I mean, at some point. All right. Anything else you want to say? You ready to summit?
We're gonna summit.
Turns out that the quote-unquote top of the last pitch was not the top of the last pitch. It was actually supposed to be on this big ledge. And in that chimney thing, whatever you want to call it, gully, is actually the last pitch. So now I'm belaying Morgan up from that nice ledge. But there was so much rope drag that there was no way I was going to build like an extra 20 feet or 10 feet, or I don't know, it wasn't very far to get up to this big ledge. Anyways, so I'm going to do one more very quick pitch to get her up here. And then that's the summit. Well, it turns out we have one more pitch, because even though we had plenty of rope and plenty of gear and everything, there was way too much rope drag, where it was just like super annoying. I don't know what it was dragging on, since I did as long as slings, like the extra double length slings on all the pieces going up here, hoping that it would be as low as possible. But it was this crevice and it meandered a little bit, so I guess some was expected and ended up being too much. So I got to here, which looked like a pretty good ledge to belay from. Almost there. Definitely just one more. I think it's like only 20 or 30 feet ahead of us, or above us.
Yay!
So we made it to the top.
Yeah, we did. Summit Registry.
Is it full?
Nope.
When was the last person?
8, 9, 18. Woot woot!
8, 9, 18?
Mm-hmm.
What's the date today?
Like the 10th.
Oh, so yesterday?
I can't read when that one is. Not a lot of people do this one.
Yeah?
The very beginning of this is 9/3/17.
Oh, wow.
So
and there's not that many people.
one,
Or they just don't
two.
write their names.
And not as many as there's not as many as I would think.
The very tip of this very pointy summit. right, this part's the highest part. I gotta get my foot on here. All right, ready? For the ground.
Okay, I took 3. Landscape?
Sure.
Yeah, you're good.
That part might be higher.
Oh my God.
It's not the summit though, like that's definitely the ridge because there's other higher peaks. Wow, this is pretty freaking sweet up here. Sitting on like a knife edge. We summited!
Yeah, we did.
Yo dog, I heard you like climbing. So I put some climbing on your down climb. Think you're done. And your down climb turns into a climb again. Well, we did hopefully the last of the climbing. It's 7 o'clock. And we are not down yet. Predictions of 4 and 5 were highly overrated. I am gonna go at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
That was hard. That's a peak right there. We came down this and up this gully thing, which is
That was so scary.
crazy. And we finished what should be all the hard parts. We now get to enjoy the sandwich.
Kindly.
Nom nom nom. Freeze dried ice cream sandwiches. Almost sundown, but picker bush.
Yes.
This isn't too bad of a down climb. Much easier than Warbinet. Well, finally made it all the way back around to where we started this morning of the actual climb. Not too bad, huh? It's only 8:23. We made it.
Home sweet home.
It's quite a trip. How was it?
So hard. But so much more fun than Warbinet.
Yeah, it was a lot better.
We actually summited this time.
Actual summiting was much more rewarding.
Felt pretty good.
Yeah, it did. Whew. Yeah, it was definitely exhausting. It took us 14 hours of actual climbing and about 15 hours if you include the hike to the start and back.
Ew, no.
Ringo did really well,
Grass.
and now he's chomping on grass, even though I'm pretty sure he has a full thing of food.
I think so, probably.
We gotta check that out. Otherwise, gotta give us more. All right, I'm gonna go get some water so we can get
Oh, wait,
dinner
no.
cooking.
And then we got back to camp, and there was moose.
Oh yeah, and then we got to camp, and I saw some glowing eyes.
Thought it was a bear at first.
Beady little glowing eyes in the distance, and like a big black shape moving. Oh, now Ringo.
More moose?
Stay. Sit. Hey. Stay here. Ringo may see something, but there was 3 big moose that crossed like really close to our camp.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool. We could just see like them as dark silhouettes and their glowing eyes.
First time I've seen a moose. Pretty
But
sure.
they're over by the river, and we need to get water, so hopefully I don't get eaten. Oh, he's growling at the thing, I think.
Oh,
All right.
flapping?
Fun trip. Would do again. Definitely cool. Any other thing? If we're feeling up to it.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do it either way.
I don't know if I'll be able to make it to the lake.
Go to watch the meteor shower, take some pictures, because that's why I came here in the first place.
I'll try.
We're about to head out. It's 11:30. We slept until like 8:30.
We didn't leave the tent till like 10.
Yeah, because we got up at 12:30 last night, walked to the lake again, took some photos, and then got back around 3:30. So we didn't get a lot of sleep. We're exhausted, and now we gotta hike a ton out of here.
Thinking it's gonna take like 7 hours to get back to the car.
Yeah, I'll be shocked for back before 6. If, yeah, 6 is probably 6 or 7.
It'd be pretty nice if we got back at 6.
All right, let's get going.
Going up actually wasn't quite as bad as I was expecting. It was horrible, but I thought it was gonna be a lot worse.
It was pretty bad. I was dying.
I noticed.
But I'm pretty sure Morgan pawned off like 10 pounds of her shit on me.
Hey! What time is it?
2:20.
Sweet.
So we made pretty good time.
We made really good time.
Yeah, we just got to the top of Punny Pass, and I think it's like 2,400 feet elevation gain that we just did over 3.5 miles. Yeah, it was super steep. Rather
We did it
crazy.
in 3 hours.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
a little bit less than 3 hours. Whew, it's all downhill from here. We made it. Oh my gosh, that was so hard.
I hurt worse than Marbinet.
Yeah, that was long. My feet hurt. I got the pack better though, so I didn't rub my back raw. You get over to the top and you think you're done. Then you got like 5 miles of downhill.
And then we get to the trailhead, and then we have to walk a mile on pavement
Yeah,
to get to our car.
because they had no parking when we were here on Thursday. Whew. Overall, awesome trip though.
What time is it?
4:45. We did pretty good time.
Took just over 4 hours. No, 5 hours.
Yeah, 5
Just over
hours,
5
15
hours.
minutes. Pretty good for like 9.5-ish, 10 miles, something like that.
Yeah.
All right, over and out.